Welcome everybody to the REV Game of the Week. And tonight we are at the Gold Dome for the 46th annual John Hot Rod Williams Gold Dome Classic, Night 2, Game 2 on our Game of the Week schedule. Tonight it's going to be Parkway taking on the host team, the AMANT Gators. I'm Jeff Porsche, along with David Swacker. We're going to take a break, and then we'll tell you about tonight's game. You are watching the REV Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
B.T. Chapman and A.J. Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Sanama High School Athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Gators!
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
REV presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Let's talk about preventing hamstring tears with football players. The single leg glute bridge will strengthen your hamstrings and glutes. Lie on your back with one foot on the ground and the other leg extended. Push through the grounded heel to lift your hips, keeping the leg extended in line with your body. Hold at the top, then lower slowly. The Romanian deadlifts build eccentric hamstring strength and reinforce proper hip hinge mechanics. Stand with dumbbells or a barbell, hinge at your hips with a soft bend in the knees, lower the weight down the front of your legs, and return to standing using your hamstrings and glutes. For walking lunges with hamstring emphasis, take long strides into a forward lunge, leaning slightly forward at the hips. Focus on pushing off the heel of the front leg to engage the hamstrings. Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
Supreme service, supreme selection, and supreme savings are all at Supreme Chevy and Gonzalez. Shop Silverado, Tahoe, and Suburban, Traverse, Trax, and more. Win every time when you ride with the winning team at Supreme Chevy and Gonzalez.
90 years. It's not just a number. It's decades of dedication to great service. The local team at REV has been serving Louisiana families and businesses for generations. Our people have the experience to deliver a superior network, which gives you the speed and reliability to live your best life and get more done at work. We're here for your home and your business. You can count on REV. 90 years of building connections.
Welcome back to the REV Game of the Week. Number 30, retired number, John Hot Rod Williams. This is the 45th annual John Hot Rod Williams Gold Dome Classic. The well-known former AMANT Gator, former Tulane Green Wave, former Cleveland Cavalier, John Hot Rod Williams. Night 2 of the 45th annual Hot Rod Williams Gold Dome Classic. I'm Jeff Porsche. David Swacker is with you. This is night 2. We gave you a game last night that was Dutchtown defeating Ponchatoula. Tonight we have the host team, Sanama, playing their first game in the Gold Dome Classic this year against the Parkway Panthers. And we'll tell you about what's been going on in this tournament as we go along. But probably be a good idea to tell you what to expect for tonight. And if you didn't catch our game last night at halftime, we were able to interview Travis Husey, head coach at Santa Maria, and he gave us an idea of what to expect tonight. So we're going to talk about our keys to victory for both teams based on our interview last night with Coach Travis Husey. And one thing that he said was Parkview's got a really good team. They got 4 returning starters. And so they're going to have a lot of depth, and so they're going to have to rely on those starters and that depth. But they have a new coach this year, and Swack will tell you about that in a minute. He comes from Evangel. And so how will these new players, or the old players, mesh with the new coach? That's what we're going to see tonight. If they do well, then they could maybe move to victory tonight. If not, then they may have a little work to do. Now, Santa Maria, they don't have that problem. They've had Travis Husey for a long, long time, and he's got a lot of seniors on this team. The majority of his players are seniors, and so those seniors know how to play together. But the issue tonight might be you get guys like Jermichael Million coming back from football to basketball, and so they hadn't been practicing with the team. They just got back with the team. So a lot of these guys are playing maybe their first game tonight, and so we'll see how they mesh with the existing lineup. And one thing about Parkway, they're going to have the same problem. Our producer, La Boudreau, was telling us that they may not have some of their football players tonight because they were just eliminated last week. And the interesting thing about football and the playoffs, both these teams were eliminated by Ouachita. So that's a no. They're not fans of Monroe. I'll just tell you that. And so Swack, I'm going to turn it over to you, and you can talk about those coaches.
Well, the new coach from Evangel is Eric Shepard. First year they 1-1. 1-1 basically means nothing right now for them because they have a ways to go to get back going with whatever their schedule has to offer the rest of the year. And then Travis Husey, 13 years been at Gatorland. Get this record, 241 on the win side and 147 on the loss side. So nice numbers there for Coach Husey. Has a number of years with a 20-game win streak. So this is the start of it right now. And we'll see exactly what happens here in just a few minutes because it just looks to me like maybe Parkway is a little bit taller than the Gators out there.
Yeah, they have a very deep team. They've dressed out about 12, 13 players. So they're going to have depth. How many of them are ready? Because some of these guys just joined the team this week, and so they may have had maybe 1 or 2 days of practice. And so that's going to be a big deal.
How did they get down here?
Yeah, that was a long trip. They showed up in the third quarter, but this was a hard drive tonight with the rain and everything. And you know how much rain we've gotten down here in Ascension and EBR. Now, the Gold Dome Classic, this is night number 2. And so let's run down what's happened. The early game, Walker versus Ponchatoula, that was a win for Walker. They win 66-46.
And the Gator fans might understand that Walker is going to be a district game for all the Ascension Parish 5A teams.
And they were watching curiously for sure. Dutchtown versus Parkview Baptist. It was a tie game with about 6 minutes left to go, and then Parkview Baptist made a run, and Dutchtown could not respond, and Parkview wins 70-59. So that's another team that we saw last night, and that Santa Maria was interested in checking out as well.
So, you know, the question somebody asked me if, like last night, I think Dutchtown and Walker or somebody played, does that count as a district? No, that's not a district game.
Right.
But, you know, you have that a lot of times when you're dealing with early schedules for tournaments.
And Denham Springs versus U-High, that's going to be a heck of a game. That's one that I am looking forward to seeing at least a few minutes of, because that's going to be a fun matchup against two great teams. And since we are about a minute and a half away from the opening tip, let's get to the starting lineups very quickly. So Parkway, their expected starters, You had number 1, Tony Gladney. Number 10, Caleb Williams. Number 14, Caleb Evans. Number 15, Christian Thomas. And number 22, Tristan Sedberry. The starting lineup for Sanoma, you got the Schonbergs, Chase and DJ, 00 and number 3. Then you got Jermichael Million, number 4, Caleb LeBlanc, number 12, and Chandler Keller, number 22. And Coach, the one that you're going to be looking out for tonight's the number 4, Jermichael Million, because he's making that transition from football to basketball, but he missed the whole season last year because of his injury.
Well, it's not just because he made it through football, basically uninjured. That doesn't necessarily mean you might trip going to class or whatever.
Right.
And so it's he's been, well taken care of, by the coaches and especially the trainers. And he has had a heck of a football season.
Yeah. He was the leading receiver.
He will probably be counted on, just like he's done his freshman year as a starter and his sophomore year as a starter on the football side and on the basketball side.
Now, I believe, as you see, both teams are going to their benches. I believe we're going to get a little bit of an introduction here tonight for the starting lineup. I see Public Address has the microphone, so we'll wait a second and see what they do, if they are going to introduce starting lineups. I'm guessing because this is the host team tonight, they might want to have a little pomp and circumstance here tonight.
Oh, I thought you saw about they were going to introduce us.
No, they know who we are.
Okay.
They don't need that. And here we go.
PARKWAY Panthers and your Sanoma Gators. Please rise for the singing of our national anthem by our report. Now starting for the PARKWAY Panthers. At guard, senior number 14, Caleb Evans. At guard, senior number 10, Caleb Williams. At guard, senior number 1, Tony Gladney. At forward, junior number 22, Tristan Sedberry. At forward, number 15, Christian Thomas. The Panthers are coached by Eric Shepard, Chris Thompson, and Doug Mason. And now starting for your Sanoma Gators. At guard, number 12, senior Caleb LeBlanc. At guard, senior number 22, Chandler Keller. At guard, senior 00, Chase Schonberg. At guard, senior number 3, DJ Schonberg. And at guard, senior number 4, Jermichael Million. The Gators are coached by Jeremy McGinnis and Richard Claiborne, straight forward, and head coach Travis Busey.
So there you go. We are almost ready for the tip. Sanama, the home team, and in basketball, home team usually wears the white, and so don't get confused. Parkway's wearing the black tonight. I know that's oftentimes the Sanama road color. Both of these teams have our primary black. The secondary color for Parkway is red. They don't have any of that tonight, though, and the gold for Sanama. Since we're at the Gold Dome.
Parkway had a very good football season. Won second at state and cross country.
And now Million kicks it out, and there's a three, no good by Schonberg. And the rebound goes to Gladney for Parkway. Very quickly across. This is Williams. Passes down low, up and blocked by Schonberg. And now Million is going to carry, I guess you would say. And a turnover. Got a little caught up, got a little anxious, I think, as you see the little spin move, but forgot to dribble.
You can get that. You can watch that on the NBA highlights.
Yeah, they may not call that in the NBA. And now here comes Parkway in the paint, stripped. And now Schonberg has it. This is Chase Schonberg, and now he's going to slow it down. Gets it over to DJ Schonberg. Now Million drives, shoots off the glass and in, and Sanama scores first.
And that's something you've seen Jamaica do for a number of years. Just missed him last year on the basketball
Looks
floor.
like no rust so far, as you get the long three and a whistle. Million got a hand on him. He did. That'd be three. So going to the line be Caleb Williams, number 10. First free throw is good. They can take the lead if he can sink all three of them. 7:01 left to go. We are just underway. Gold Dome Classic. Night 2, game 3, and we're tied.
Parkway's in a brand new facility up in Bossier Parish there.
And Parkway takes the lead. 3 free throws from Caleb Williams. Now getting it across is LeBlanc. Over to Chase Schonberg. To DJ. Million kicks it out. And there's a three. In and out. Missed by LeBlanc. Rebound goes to Gladney. And now down low and blocked from behind by Schonberg. Both Schonbergs, I believe. And now we have a contact. And I think that's going to be a blocking foul against number 15, Christian Thomas.
That was an impressive block. Watch this coming down the floor. Well, that was a foul there. But, boy, what a impressive block coming from the backside. Might be good for a long jump.
Foul was on Evans, actually, number 14. Now Chase over to DJ, no good. Rebound goes to Gladney. I think that's his third rebound in just 2 minutes so far. Now the drive in the paint, and we're going to have a charge called against Caleb Evans. They might have to get him out. That's back-to-back fouls. Good job down there drawing the charge by Sanama. 3-2, Parkway. Million with the ball for the Gators. Over to Chase Schonberg. Oh, he took a step. And a turnover. Both teams looks like they the tempo is pretty fast paced, even though the score is kind of low right now. I think both these teams like to run a little bit. Both these teams very deep. This is Desmond Wright, and it's stripped, and DJ Schonberg has it. Gets it over to LeBlanc. Oh, another travel, and that's Chase Schonberg again. A couple of turnovers on the last couple of possessions by the Gators. 3-2 Parkway. They get it in to Wright. Now Caleb Williams will get it across. Now drive on the perimeter, contact, and a block.
Whoa.
That was close. They're going to call it on DJ Schonberg.
Well, basically, I think I could see what the officials saw. You know, he was not stationary when the dribbler left the floor. And that was pretty close.
Yeah. Could have gone either way. I think Gladney goes to the line. One of the, I think the head coach on Parkway said the basket should count and that it went in. That's what he's trying to argue right now.
Well,
they're going to talk it over. Do we have the replay of that block right there? I know we had it a moment ago, and I think we might have lost it at this point.
Well, he's talking with the officials.
And it's up. And it's good.
Good.
Yeah, it counts.
Shooting one.
That's why we got the best producer director in the business out here. So it's going to count and one. I was busy looking at the referee, because you know when they call that blocker, when they call the, you talked about it last night, when they call the block or the charge, they love to sell it.
Well, they like to get it. It's a drama production sometimes.
Yep.
And a lot of times the official feels like they do have to kind of sell that.
And guess who sold that? DJ Schonberg in the paint. And it's 5-4 Parkway. Million challenging Williams. He gets across easily. And the bounce pass down low, out of bounds, trying to get it to Christian Thomas.
Our camera girl almost got a charge right there herself.
Well, good job by Priya holding on to everything. Now Million, little slap, no whistle. Now inside, kicks it out. Now Chase Schonberg. Over to LeBlanc. 4:42 left to go in the first quarter. Million. Oh, whistle. That's Keller on the baseline. And I think he was hacked. Let's look at the replay. Yeah, hacked from behind by Gladney, I think. And Million will throw it in. Bounce pass, trying to get it down low to Keller. And it's going to go off of Sanamaw. Travis Husey disagrees. I don't think he's going to get any relief. It's close. Here we go. Caleb Williams. Parkway trying to extend their lead. Ooh, he threw that.
Straighten out that student section out over there.
I think the girls that are laying out against the wall there had a better chance of catching that than the Panther. And now here's LeBlanc. And there's a three. Good by Chase Schonberg. And Sanamaw retakes the lead 7-5. And passes on the three. Spin move. And I think he put a little shove right there. And they're going to call the offensive foul on Tristan Sedberry.
Basically had that baseline right there, and then did not get enough position by the defender right there. In the offender.
So Sanamaw gets possession. Chase Schonberg over to Million on the baseline. Back to Schonberg. Puts it up and blocked. Good job by Thomas for Parkway. And we are past the halfway point. And there's a steal by Keller. Gets it over to Million, and a nice outlet to Schonberg for the points, and we're going to get a timeout. Good transition, good ball movement right there by the Gators, and we'll keep it here during this timeout as the host team Gators are up 9-5, and they are 2-1 on the season, and they are trying to get their third win here tonight. They started out with a loss, but again, they lost to Doyle, and Doyle was a good team. Most of those Livingston Parish schools are really solid. They lost 64-59, but they didn't have all their football players back yet. But then they've come back with a couple of wins. They beat Springfield 82-62, and they beat East Chambers 71-59.
Can't help you out on the East Chambers.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of it. But I will say, Doyle, one thing you better remember this. They started a little football over there in Livingston Parish.
It's going to be interesting. Here we go. Caleb Williams, Parkway, left side, passes on the 3, now takes it, and it's in, and Desmond Wright cuts the lead to 1. Been a good one so far. Chase Schonberg stuck in the corner, tries to get it out, and it's stolen. Here's Wright, and a bounce pass, and they have good movement and passes, and Williams lays it in, and they take the lead. And here's another steal. Wright loses it, goes out of bounds, and it is White possession.
I'm going to say I thought that might have been back court.
Let's see.
That was front court there.
Yeah, he lost
Threw it right here. He caught it in the air on this side.
Well, it was a steal, and I don't think they went across and back a second time.
Okay.
And so the turnover will get Santa Maria the ball back and strip from behind, but it goes to a Gator, and now driving the baseline, that's Taylor. And look at that nice reverse, but it rims out. And we have a whistle. We're going to have a jump ball, and that's going to go to Parkway. I want to point out that number 2, Caven Taylor, has checked in. He's a big body guy, and he's a football player. You see him right there in your picture. So that's another football player making the transition. And now kicking it out to Gladney, and it's stolen by Rapp. And up and in for Caleb LeBlanc, and Santa Maria retakes the lead.
Good job by LeBlanc.
Oh, and a strip. Can Santa Maria get it? We're going to get a tie ball, and this time it's going to go to the Gators. I like the pace of this game. It's going pretty well, and a lot of offense, some steals. A lot of action here so far early on. Neither of these teams look too rusty considering the circumstances. Hadn't played in a while and just getting some players back. Inside of 2 minutes, 11-10 Gators. LeBlanc kicks it out. Pass, baseline, Taylor shoots. He'll go to the line. Parkway got him in the air. Foul on 22.
6'2" senior Taylor.
Sedberry. So that's the wide receiver combo that was pretty successful. They had some really good receivers on this Santa Maria team, and Taylor and Million are 2 of them that moved over to the basketball side. They had some good receivers all year last year. Elisar was a good one. They always have good receivers on that Santa Maria football team. Free throw was missed. Both free throws missed. And Tanner Carmack gets the rebound. And fight for the ball. And we have a whistle. And I think you are going to have a little contact, a little hold. And
you
I
watch
think
it right here on the replay. I'm thinking jump ball.
They called the foul on Rapp. So Rapp gets the foul. That's the 3rd against the Gators. Parkway has 5 fouls, so Santa Maria should be in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. And now a 3 in and out from Williams. Rebound, and had a little contact to the face. Oh yeah, 22.
Yeah, no,
That's
can't
Keller.
do that.
That's Keller, and that's going to be a technical foul. Keller trying to plead his case to Coach Uzzi. He's going to have to come sit down for a minute. Chase Schonberg's going to check in for him. Coach Uzzi trying to tell him, you got to cool it a little bit. You can see him right underneath our little score bug.
Yeah, and the cheerleaders probably saw it, but I know that official saw it down there underneath the goal.
And we had a good look at it on our camera as well. So really can't say anything about that one. Caleb Williams hits the free throws, and Parkway takes the lead. Parkway has that long trip. They have the longest trip of any team in the Gold Dome Classic. It's about a 5-6 hour drive, especially today. Three-pointer hits the floor, no good by Williams. Rebound goes to Sanama. Both these teams are aggressive and physical. I like that kind of basketball as long as they can keep it clean. 1 minute left. And LeBlanc, the whistle and the foul. He should go to the line. He will. So Caleb LeBlanc has a chance to tie the game or take the lead. And it's good. We are tied. Second free throw coming. Been back and forth. And now Sanama retakes the lead. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. Gold Dome Classic. Shot up and no good. Rebound. DJ Schonberg trying to get it to Chase Schonberg. And up and in, and a three-point lead for the Gators.
Smart play by there, Schonberg.
They, I'm guessing that they played a little pickup ball together over the years. 35 seconds left, and the bounce pass stolen by DJ. And he's got an outlet, but he keeps it himself, and we're going to have a late whistle. I think they're going to call that against Parkway. And the official said, yeah, I was a little late with that. My bad. Fouls on number 10, Caleb Williams. So going to the line, Schonberg.
Both teams, Jeff, are going 90 miles an hour.
Yep. I like this kind of basketball.
I like it, but it's amazing this early in the year, going this fast and having some pretty good success.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure those football players are already well conditioned anyway. It's 15-12.
Yeah, but it's a little different type of conditioning.
Yep.
You get a couple of sprints up and down the floor. You know, you don't get recovery time in basketball unless you come to the bench.
It's another errant pass right there, Coach. And Sandoval may play for the final shot. This is LeBlanc. Stops his dribble. And try to strip it from behind. They do. 4 seconds. Will they get there? Looked like he took an extra step, but he misses anyway. And that's going to end the quarter.
Well, you got a foul.
Or do we? Do we have a foul?
A low reach-in foul.
We do. Oh. So there is a foul. Now, will they put time back on the clock?
No.
They're talking it over with our fourth official. He was the guy in the black jacket there did the previous game, the Parkview and Dutchtown game.
He's been around this basketball officiating a long time.
You know, you need lots of officials to win a tournament
put 3
like
seconds
this.
back on the clock.
Looks like they stopped it at 0.5, so there is a strip. Or a strip and a foul. Well, rebound and contact and a foul is, I guess, what we could say right there. And so Rapp was fouled. He will go to the line. Evan Rapp, he's a senior. They got their seniors, the Schonbergs, Caven Taylor, Jermichael Million, Caleb LeBlanc, Evan Rapp, Chandler Keller. It's a lot of seniors, Coach.
Usually by the time a kid's a senior, you know, he kind of sees the light of, I'm going to get some playing time here. You know, I got a chance to be a pretty good shooter. You know, I'm pretty good at summer league, stuff like that. Or they say, no, I need to move on.
Well, they moved on and got 2 more points right there. It's 17-12 as we end the first quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week. It's 17-12. Santa Maria with the lead over Parkway. Got a little clarification. That's why we have Lyle Boudreau producing the games. He told us, because we mentioned that we had never heard of East Chambers. That was the last win for Santa Maria. They're out of Texas, and they play in the Sulphur High tournament. And that's the victory right there. That got them their second win of the season. They're trying to get their third one here tonight. Good back and forth game here. A little physical, a little fun. Nothing wrong with this. Santa Maria 17, Parkway 12 as we begin the second quarter. Caleb Williams will throw it in. Nobody's there to greet him, though. Now, here you go. So this is Evans will shoot, and he will make it, and it counts, and the foul. 14 commits a foul. Wrap.
Good job there by Evans. Got that defender to commit, went up straight, made the bucket, shooting one.
And he will go to the bench, and Chandler Keller will come back in, see if he's cooled off a little bit after the technical. It's 17-15. Full court pressure now from Parkway. And they get across. This is Taven Taylor to Million. He's going to drive in the paint, kick it out. DJ for three. Good. DJ Schonberg.
And, boy, that's been a mark of Coach Uzzi's teams in the past. Love that three-point shot, and once they get going with it, they're pretty hot with it.
And they penetrate to the lane, pass up the shot, go back to the perimeter and make it. I like that ball movement right there as well. And now here's a steal by Million. Bounce pass stolen, though. Good job by Caleb Williams to sprint to the ball. 1 minute in, and it's 20-15 in the second quarter. Now driving up and in, right-hander from Tony Gladney. 20-17. Million across. Now to Schonberg, back to Schonberg. Million drives. He's got the lane wide open, and he misses. Can he get his own rebound? He cannot. And it's saved, and it goes to Evans. Now to pass down low. Stripped and stolen by DJ Schonberg. Now to Chase Schonberg in the down the baseline, and the shot no good, but the foul. And he'll go to the line. And that's against Christian Thomas, number 15.
They're going to say inactive shooting.
This pace is so much faster than what we got last night in the Dutchtown-Ponchatoula game. Dutchtown likes to run that perimeter, half-court offense. A lot of transition ball here as you get mass substitutions. Free throw was no good. This is Chandler Keller, 6-foot senior. No good. Rebound, Gladney. Now Parkway, nice move in the lane, floater, good. And it's down to 1, 20-19.
Got a zone press.
They get across. Million has it now down low, kicks it left, and there's that ball movement, coach, and it's good. DJ Schonberg, he found his spot.
Schonberg says, I can make these in the corner all day long.
And now Claire goes down, no whistle, and the points by number 0.
Coach calls off the press. Goes to a little 1-2-2 zone.
Million up top. 3-pointer from LeBlanc is good. Sandoval making their threes. And it's a 5-point lead with 5:26 left to go before halftime. Stolen by Million and knocked away from behind. He gets his own rebound, and it's laid up by Caleb LeBlanc. A timeout.
I would call this a very good timeout right there.
Yep.
Sandoval, the Gators were very hot, getting up and down the floor. A few steals right there. Nice job.
Sandoval, this is their first game in the Gold Dome Classic. Let's look at the games they got coming up on their schedule for the Gold Dome Classic. They got Parkway tonight, as you're watching right now. Then tomorrow night, they're going to get H.L. Bourgeois. H.L. Bourgeois beat East Ascension last night. That's a big win. And then on Saturday, they get Ponchatoula, and based on what we've seen, they should be able to handle that game pretty easily, I would think.
Yeah, and H.L. Bourgeois comes every year this term. The guy that's coaching them has been in the coaching ranks for years and really does a great job, was the Thibodeau coach for a number of years. So ought to be a very good game there.
And now a 7-point lead for Sangamon. Parkway gets it across, and they drive the lane quickly and score. Tony Gladney. It's 28-23. Now the Gators with Keller. He's got it up top. Kicks it right, and a wide open 3. No good by Pike Elisar. 5-point lead, trying to cut into it right now. Parkway. Evans drives, kicks it out. They've got a 3, and it's no good. And Schonberg gets the rebound.
Good
DJ.
Rebound by Schonberg right there. A little block out.
Pass inside. That was a great idea from Keller, but nobody was home and led his player a little bit too much. As you see right there, no look pass. Couldn't quite get it. 4:20 left to go before halftime. Gladney inside, can't get it. A little hot for Sedberry. And a turnover. Now getting it across.
Little man-to-man there.
No full
Parkway.
court. Your good call. I think we were about to say the same thing. No full court pressure picking up right there. Schonberg for 3, and he can hit it at the top of the key too, Coach. Corner, top of the key, doesn't matter. That's 3 3-pointers for DJ Schonberg. 8-point lead for Santa Ma. He's got to be the leading scorer on this court so far tonight. Steal by LeBlanc. They got numbers. Pass down low, and the layup by Pike Elisar is good, and it's a 10-point lead.
And a left-handed layup from the right side.
Now the drive up and no good. Rebound DJ Schonberg, and the bounce pass off the foot of Evans. And so,
well, a lot of people contributing offensively and defensively for the Gators tonight.
And there's a bomb air ball. Bounced and saved, and it goes back to Chase Schonberg. Now driving, I think it's Keller over to LeBlanc for 3, no good. Rebound goes to Evans. Oh, that's a travel. And another turnover. Sedberry lost
Schonberg right there. Did a good job playing good defense, forcing that travel call.
Santa Ball is getting a little separation now. over the last couple of minutes. They've extended the lead to 10. Was back and forth. Now Santa Maria looking a little more comfortable. Now driving, kicks it out, and Chase, no good. Rebound goes back to DJ Schonberg. Bounce pass to Chase Schonberg, no good, no foul. And now the three, and he's got 4 threes. DJ Schonberg, MVP of the first half, and a timeout. Schonberg is on fire as we have the timeout, and Santa Maria, we're going to talk about them since they're the host team and they're the local team. They're playing this tournament this week, but they got lots of tournaments coming up. Next week, Rev will cover the Spartan Classic. We should get a game between them and Donaldsonville. That's what we're hoping to get. Then you're going to get the Ascension Christian tournament. They're going to play all kind of local tournaments around here. Then they're going to go to Walker, and then they're going to play in Hammond. So December is tournament season in South Louisiana for sure.
Well, you want to try to hold off as long as possible where you get your whole team together and use all that experience that you can get on those tournaments. And because after the Christmas break, you're going to probably start all your district play.
Yep.
And I think everyone is well aware that district play is this Citrus Parish 5A schools and Livingston Parish 5A schools.
So it's a very competitive district. 10-point lead. Parkway trying to get some points. Missed the three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Now a NBA three, no good. Rebound, Chase Schonberg, and that was a little too rough right there. Caleb Williams went for the ball, but got, I think, both his wrists as well.
Well, that three-pointer was way out there.
Well, Million tried one, too, got the air ball. I'll say this, you can tell Million's just getting used to getting back on the court because usually he's a big scorer, but tonight DJ Schonberg is the man right now for the Gators.
Well, a lot of his scoring is steal it and go shoot a layup.
Yep. And so we got a travel. And there's the other guy we talked about, Caven Taylor. These two guys just getting used to getting back in the basketball routine. When those two guys are full contributors, this team could be very good, especially with all this senior leadership. Turnaround layup is in by Caleb Evans, and they get on the board for the first time in a while. Million's got the lane, and look at that magic right there, and he's going to go to the line.
Oh.
Smooth and fluid.
Million loves that.
Yep.
Little spin off the backboard.
Left hand to the right, lays it in. Draws a foul. And it's 38-25. Good look at Jermichael Million. They missed him last year. They got a home playoff game without him last year. It would have been interesting to see what they could have done if he would have been in that lineup with last year's roster.
I think if you asked him, he'd tell you.
But this year, they look pretty good so far. It's 38-25 with 1:12 left to go in the first half, and a steal by LeBlanc. Kicks it out to Chase Schonberg, takes his time, and then gets hacked. Caleb Williams commits the foul. Good job, patient, stop, got him in the air. Once you get him in the air, you can, you're either going to go to the line or you're going to make the bucket and go to the line. Trying to extend the lead to 15.
We started out, it seemed like, with a bunch of fouls, and it has really settled in as of late in the foul territory.
Yeah. Parkway has been a little more active in the foul category, as they're going to be in the bonus for the rest of the half as both free throws are made, and it's 40-25. Foul situation 4-1 in this second quarter. This is Evans, Parkway. Looked like he slid, no whistle. Now a spin move, and nice. Desmond Wright with the points.
Nice little shot there by Wright.
Kevin Taylor. DJ Schonberg now to LeBlanc. DJ, that's his first miss, but he's going to go to the line and shoot three. I think that's his first miss tonight. It's definitely the first time that he's missed this quarter because he's been perfect.
I'm thinking that was after the shot, and you ought to be taking it out on the sideline here.
Well, it was the fifth personal. Are they going to shoot three?
Said we're going to shoot two shots.
So they would have called that afterwards. They're shooting two. So that was after the shot. So you were right, Coach. But they're in the bonus, so they're going to go to the line. .33 seconds left to go before halftime. We'll talk about these teams in the Gold Dome Classic and our upcoming schedule at halftime. I want to thank Travis Husey again for being our halftime interview last night. He's going to be a little busy at halftime, so we're not going to let him come back. 41-27 shot is blocked, but they're going to go to the line. So the foul, hack by Chase Schonberg. 22 seconds left to go. And second shot coming. 41-28 after the made free throw. And it's good. 12-point lead. Santa Maria could hold it right here. Keller. Bounce pass. That was dangerous, but now they'll go to the line because got the reach.
Just see where our producer Lyle just texted. Look like the Bossier team has traveled a long ways down here and did get much rest.
Yeah, they came in the third quarter of the Parkview Baptist Dutchtown game, so they didn't even have time to warm up at halftime. And so they were behind the eight ball. And, when you travel 6 hours from Bossier Parish, you expect to have a long trip, but it was a long, slow trip because of all the rain.
And it's, on the south end of town in Bossier Parish. So, they basically got a pretty nice start, get on I-49.
Yep. Long three is good. And they're going to cut it to 10 before halftime. Unless this is made. Oh, off the backboard and no good. But it's going to be a 10-point lead at halftime for the Santa Maria Gators. Our score at the half, Santa Maria 42, Parkway 32. We'll take a break, and then Swack and I will come back. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Santa Maria High School Athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Gators!
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
REV presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Let's talk about preventing hamstring tears with football players. The single leg glute bridge will strengthen your hamstrings and glutes. Lie on your back with one foot on the ground and the other leg extended. Push through the grounded heel to lift your hips, keeping the leg extended in line with your body. Hold at the top, then lower slowly. The Romanian deadlifts build eccentric hamstring strength and reinforce proper hip hinge mechanics. Stand with dumbbells or a barbell, hinge at your hips with a soft bend in the knees, lower the weight down the front of your legs, and return to standing using your hamstrings and glutes. For walking lunges with hamstring emphasis, take long strides into a forward lunge, leaning slightly forward at the hips. Focus on pushing off the heel of the front leg to engage the hamstrings. Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
Supreme service, supreme selection, and supreme savings are all at Supreme Chevy and Gonzalez. Shop Silverado, Tahoe, and Suburban, Traverse, Trax, and more. Win every time when you ride with the winning team at Supreme Chevy and Gonzalez.
90 years. It's not just a number. It's decades of dedication to great service. The local team at REV has been serving Louisiana families and businesses for generations. Our people have the experience to deliver a superior network, which gives you the speed and reliability to live your best life and get more done at work. We're here for your home and your business. You can count on REV. 90 years of building connections.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week. Jeff Porsche, David Swacker, night 2 of the Gold Dome Classic. Our score at the half, Santa Maria 42, Parkway 32. Next week we got another classic, the Spartan Classic. But before that, on Wednesday, we're going to have girls soccer here at the pit. Well, not here, but at the pit, down the road, a couple of lights. And that's going to be Prairieville at Santa Maria. And that ought to be a really good game. Both teams have good teams again this year. But that Spartan Classic, I know we got a basketball audience tonight. You want to check that out, especially Saturday. Santa Maria, they're going to be playing Donaldsonville. So we're going to try to get a Donaldsonville doubleheader. Friday night, we're going to get Donaldsonville against East Ascension, and we're going to get Donaldsonville against Santa Maria. And Coach, Donaldsonville, they're going to make another run again this year. And you talked about last night, they got that guy who plays quarterback who came in last year as a freshman, 6'5", and he was a really good player. I saw him last year against Thibodeau. He's really good.
Yeah, and leading up to that, all your middle schools, girls and boys, are highly involved right now. So find one of them that you support and go watch them play.
Yep.
But yeah, it is going to be interesting. You know, you don't really have a tournament hardly anymore where you have a first place team and a second place team. It's usually, just you have a combination of one team playing another team, and that's kind of all determined ahead of time. So, and you have some good matchups. There's no doubt about that. Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of times you'll have a pretty good team, let's say from the east or the north or of another part of the state, and they'll want to go and take a trip and let's check out. We heard Santa Maria was pretty good.
Yep.
We heard East Ascension was pretty good. Let's go see what's going on, where you can go and play 2 or 3 games and kind of compare your team to another part of the state.
Yeah, and like I was talking about, too, we just got the update. Skylar Garrison, that was the name. I couldn't remember it. I did their game week 9 against Berwick, and he was outstanding. He threw like 5 touchdown passes and no interceptions in the first half. and he'll get more than 5 points and more than 5 assists if you watch him next week in our games of the week. Now, right now, you've got the Gold Dome Classic, and you saw the warm-ups because this is Game 3. There's a Game 4 tonight, and that is going to be maybe the feature game of this entire tournament. That's going to be Denham Springs versus U-High. And you know how good Denham Springs is. And they have some big boys out there. You see them on the right. And U-High, they're U-High. They're always competitive as well. That's going to be a fun game. I know you're probably not going to get out here maybe because of the weather, but you should come check it out if you get a chance, or at least find a way.
So then U-High, we talk about footballs and stuff like this. I think that's going to be Saturday that they play, right?
Yeah.
And so U-High, playing Saturday, and they might want to say after a victory on Friday night in the football playoffs in the semifinals, that might be something that will be exciting to watch.
We got leap testing this week, and so I'm not going to be able to check it out, but I want to check out U-High's pep rally tomorrow because they have their pep rally for football, and the rumor on the street is that Lamar Brown is going to commit to LSU during that pep rally. At least that's the word on the street.
Well,
the 5-star. He better.
And there's some good players on that team. There's no doubt about that.
Yep. So you can see that we are about to start the third quarter because warm-ups are over. And got Jake down there getting ready to take his spot, walking across the scorer's table. Thank you for your service, Jake, as the officials come across. And now here come the boys in white as the team in black is coming the other way. They had a little extended discussion, and you can kind of excuse that because it's been we talked about it. It's been a long day for Parkway because traveling in that weather and that amount of time, and then probably getting stuck on the bridge. They're tired, I would think.
I'm just kind of wondering, did they get here with a school bus or something else?
I don't know. There's a 3. Good. Caleb LeBlanc, that's the way to get out the gates, Coach.
I tell you what, the technique on that shot is outstanding by LeBlanc.
Yep. And there's a 3. Long. Rebound goes to Keller. Now here's LeBlanc, and he's going to go coast to coast and score.
Boy, nice job right there. But you could tell he was looking for a teammate, then he brought it in there and laid it off the glass.
Yep. NBA 3, and I didn't hear it, but we're going to count it. No glass. Not called. Caleb Evans scores. 47-35, Santa Maria. They've got a little separation about halfway through the second quarter, and they haven't looked back so far. Here's Keller, and he hits a 3. Chandler Keller joins the party.
I'm just telling you, if you have seen Coach Uzi's teams over the past, the three-point shot is just part of their DNA.
And Million gets his points in the lane, and a timeout called by Parkway.
And look at Coach Uzi right here greeting his team right here.
He's fired up. This is a big game for him because Parkway's a big name in D1 basketball. And since we're talking about Parkway, let's take a look at what they have done this season. They're 1-1, trying to improve the 2-1. They lost their opening game to Zachary, that final score was 80-48, and then they came back and beat Carroll High out in Shreveport, 49-35.
And you say Zachary, Zachary's
actually
strong in all
Carroll.
the sports.
Yeah.
So, so that doesn't surprise me one bit, that big margin of getting beat by Zachary.
But the other thing is, too, and I know Zachary's got some football players probably too, but we talk about this, and that was one of our keys to the game. Parkway just got their players back this week, their football players. And they haven't been very deep tonight. So I got a feeling that half these guys on the bench are probably going to stay on the bench tonight as Chase Schonberg lays it in.
I like what I saw out of Jamaica right there. That assist.
Let's see, they got 5, 8, 13, 14 players, I believe, maybe 15 that are on their bench. They are they're a very deep team, but they've only rotated about 7 or 8 tonight. And there's a long three behind the glass, and they're going to call the foul on the shooter. I'm not sure what happened there.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I can help you.
Yeah. But, boy, that nearly was a beauty by DJ Schonberg. He can make the threes, but he didn't get the spin on the layup. Now down low. Nice move. Kicks it out, but misses Evans. Yeah, this Parkway team is struggling tonight, but again, long road trip. They can't use much of their depth tonight, I'm guessing. This is going to be a much better team down the road. And here's a steal. And the jumper is good by Williams.
What a move right there.
Yeah. Well,
jump stop.
Usually thought it was a travel, but he's not going to get the call there. And it was a nice bucket. Baseline lays it in, DJ Schonberg. Once Millian gets his rhythm back, he and Schonberg are going to be a good scoring duo as the bucket goes in for Parkway, and it's a 17-point lead for the Gators. Chase Schonberg gives up the three. Now it'll be from Millian, no good. I've seen him make that over the years, freshman and sophomore seasons. And in the lane, and a block.
Very good call there.
Gladney will go to the line.
Shooter went up in the air, and the defender just kind of moved a little bit under him. Wow. The ball was in the air, or the shooter was in the air.
So it's now a 16-point lead as Gladney hits.
So here we are, early part of the third period.
And he gets his own rebound, misses, and it goes to Keller, but it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go to the team with 40. That's Parkway. Parkway's not out of this yet, but they got to make a run soon. And we got a whistle and a little push by, I think it's number 3, Schonberg. Yes, DJ. Schonberg's going to check out. Taylor's going to come in. Schonberg didn't like that call. And we're going to have a whistle and a timeout, and we'll keep it here. Now, we talked about Parkway and what they've done so far this season, and they're going to have a busy weekend, I guess you should say. And tomorrow night, they're going to get Prairieville, and I expect them to be much better rested for that game. And Prairieville trying to get a win. They lost their opener against Walker, and they got the night off tonight. Now, Saturday they're going to play U-High. That's going to be a tough one. But there ought to be an interesting game against Prairieville. It's a game they could win. Could be a competitive game. But if they're going to make this game competitive, they got to start to make a run here very soon because they only got about 12 minutes left. Kicking it out, and the three from Evans, no good. Offensive rebound, back out. Now shoots a three, good, and that's what they needed right there. Number 10, Caleb Williams. They're going to say a 2, okay.
2.
Good, thank you, Coach. Goes out of bounds. I think that's going to go off of Evans. Yes, it did. Evans tried to sell it. Officials saw it, though. Sub. Evan Rapp. You know, Santa Ma's only gone about 7 deep as well.
Well, you know, that's been a shot that has gone down for him throughout the night there.
Yep. Neither one of these teams are going deep into their benches as the points, and it's a 12-point lead, and here's that run that they needed to make halfway through the third quarter.
They're looking for a trap right here in the press.
Now, it's still a net 2 for Santa Ma in this quarter. It was 10 points at halftime. And there's a layup for Caven Taylor.
Way to break that press. And the one thing you want, if you do break it, is to see if you can get that easy layup.
14-point lead. And kicks out to the corner now, back up top. Driving. Shoots and scores.
Nice little jumper there from the elbow.
Caleb Williams. And they get it past half court. Barely. Million gets it. Floater, no good. Short offensive rebound and nothing but net.
That was a difference there by Jamaica.
Yep.
Went up in the air and got that rebound and put back for 2 points.
And a long three, no good. Offensive rebound, though, goes to Evans. And a skip pass, now back up top. And there's a three. And it's good by number 0. And it's an 11-point game. Million. And here's a chance to get it to single digits. And they're going to try the three from the top of the key. And it doesn't get the roll. Rebound goes to Keller. And he's going to try to go coast to coast. And he misses. May have been blocked. Whistle. And it's going to go to White.
I thought Keller had something going on right there. Just could not get it to go.
Million's going to throw it in. Looking. Needs help. Gets it to Taylor. LeBlanc out to Chase Schonberg. And it's no good. And the air ball goes straight to Caven Taylor, and he gets the points and a timeout.
Well, I refer to that as a pass back in
that's an
bad passing days.
Yeah, might have been an assist.
Yeah, I said I'm watching 00. He just kind of said, "You got me down for assist on that, don't you?"
Yeah, you could say that. At 2:04 left to go, it's a 13-point lead. This was I believe, a 30-second timeout by Travis Usey. I think he just wants to talk to his team because Parkway's kind of making a little bit of a dent. And you don't want them to turn this into a full-blown run because they got it up to about 17. And they cut it to 11. And now Parkway's going to get the ball. They could cut it to 10 right here with a three. Seemed like that was a little bit longer than a 30-second timeout. Now we got a sub. Christian Thomas coming in for Sedberry.
I think the big difference here in this third quarter is not enough three-pointers made.
Yeah.
By the Gators.
Yeah, they've kind of not been
Good
able to
steal.
convert. That was Taylor.
Good job with your eyes open right there.
LeBlanc. Over to Keller. And LeBlanc lays it in, and the foul. I'll tell you what I like about this team. They got the other ball handlers like LeBlanc right there. And, you know, that's something that's a kind of a blessing in disguise when you don't have a guy like Million for a couple of months. You don't have to rely on him. You can't rely on him to run the court and to penetrate and do all that. So you got to have other guys. And that's what you got right
I
there.
think the word you're looking at, that I'm looking at, most everybody out there is an athlete.
Yep.
And they can dribble, they can shoot, they can play defense, and it's pretty obvious they can play offense and rebound too.
They're a relatively small team. Both of these teams are, it seems like. But they definitely can run. And the shot's no good. Rebounded by Keller. LeBlanc stripped from behind. And now two men down low, and it's blocked in an offensive
what
rebound.
a great defensive play.
That was LeBlanc.
Caleb
And
LeBlanc,
LeBlanc
six-footer.
steals it. Now here comes Million, and he is going to lay it in. 18-point lead. And after that timeout, they've gone on a 5-0 run.
Yeah, it's amazing how they made a change after that timeout. Just play a little bit harder.
And the little heave right there by Gladney goes in. That looked awkward, but it was very effective. LeBlanc to Million. Million had a little push. Yep. Saw that one with my own eyes right there. I'm going to agree with that one. Offensive foul. Can't do that. That's going to give, that's the fourth foul, so they are not in the bonus. 26 and a half seconds. Santa Maria comfortably ahead. 18 seconds. They'll be playing for one shot. Kicks it out. Baseline, jumper, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Keller. Do we have a whistle? Did he put his foot on the line right there?
But I think when he rebounded right there, he just stretched out.
Yep.
There's that left leg.
I saw it. Jake got the shot. 6-6 left. Five seconds. Stolen. Chase Schonberg up and no good, but a whistle. And that's another whistle at the buzzer. And they're going to go to the line. Foul on Caleb Williams. Are they going to leave any time on the clock, or do they do it right at the buzzer?
I don't know. You.
I think they're saying that it was at the buzzer because they're telling Santa Maria to get away. First one is good. It's a 69-51 lead. And it's no good. And quarter is over. And so that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's 69-51. Santa Maria with the lead. We'll take a break. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
Welcome back. It's 69-51, and it looks like Santa Ma's in control of this game right now, barring a epic run by Parkway. It looks like they're going to win their tournament opener, but we've still got 8 minutes left to play, and it's been a fun game to watch. So a lot of action out here. One thing that I'm noticing, Coach, as I see Santa Ma coming down to the field, or down to the court, their starters they have right now, they all look about the same size, the same height, same body build, and everything. They're very they're very what should you say? A good transition team, I think, is what I'm looking for right here. As Schonberg go to the line. I think the ball is ready now. 10 seconds in. Right now, the starters for the fourth quarter, you got Chase Schonberg, you got Chandler Keller, Pike Elisar, DJ Schonberg, and Caven Taylor. And it's a 19-point lead, and it's going to stay there. Rebound by Gladney. Whistle. And somebody, we got a volleyball. What was that, Coach?
Well, I think that might be an Olympic basketball with all the stripes on it.
I don't know what that would look like. A volleyball almost. 70-51, Santa Ma. And the drive by Gladney now kicks it out. And a three, no good by Evans. And now running again. That's a good job by Schonberg keeping
That's what I'm
control.
talking about, good athletes, man.
Yep.
You know, you make.
That was blocked by Taylor. And look at this. They're just running.
Looks sharp.
Yep. And Parkway looks tired. And contact.
I love it when that whistle blows and it's a foul on you and your hands go up in the air and say, what did I do? What did I do?
You know what you did. Little push. Me, no. 23-point lead, Santa Ma. They had got it down to about 12 or 13. But after that, Santa Ma's gone on a big run again. Now in the paint, shoots and scores. Tristan Sedberry. And we have a whistle on a timeout, and we'll keep it here. We are going to finish up talking about our visiting team, Parkway from Bossier. They have a couple of upcoming tournaments, and they're going to be up in your neck of the woods, Coach. They're going up to Minden.
The Minden tournament. You know, Parkway used to be in our district when I was coaching at Minden. And Parkway was known as a military kind of school because the Barks, I think it's Barksdale.
Yeah.
Air Force Base up on I-20. That's where basically the school was located right on the railroad tracks, which is the entrance to the Air Force Base.
Yep.
And then they recently, in the last couple of years, built a new school down on the southern end of Bossier. And you have some outstanding schools in that area with Houghton and Benton.
Yep.
And Airline,
yep.
Bossier High School, and then, of course, Parkway. And Parkway has kind of reaped the benefits. They have been very outstanding in a lot of the sports. And it's kind of paid off for them, over the years.
I remember Parkway from a couple of years ago. I was out there with baseball a couple of years ago. Mike Moeller and I did a regional 3-game series over here at Santa Maria between Parkway and Santa Maria, and Santa Maria won in 3, and they were very competitive.
Yeah, well, Minden, we were really good in basketball, and we kind of dominated that along with Houghton for a number of years. And I saw last year, even Minden, I think they got beat maybe in the semifinals.
Well, over here we got a 3-on-1 and the layup by Chase Schonberg as we're 2 minutes in and it's 76-55. The big question I have right now is on these transitions, are any of these guys tall enough to slam it home? Because that's one thing we haven't seen tonight. All these guys are in that 6', 6'1", 6'2" range. Except Million, he's 5'10". I'm sure he can get up there.
That would be interesting to see.
He's going to go to the line. I think when you got a team like this, and Coach usually knows what he's doing because he's had so many 20-win seasons and so many postseason victories, I think he knows this team is a little undersized. They're all in that 6' to 6'2" range. I think he knows he's got to use his athletes in transition and just run. And that's what has been so successful tonight.
Well, the thing that was the defining moment to me in this game was the 2 3-pointers that were made, a number of them.
Yeah. DJ Schonberg and a travel. 5:15 left to go. They just get it across. LeBlanc, and it's stolen. Evans lays it in. It's 19. Run out of time, though. Million across easily. Bounce pass. And gets it, puts it back in, and he's going to go to the line. That's DJ Schonberg. Looked like he lost it initially, got it back, and then drew the foul. I think I was very fortunate for him. It was blocked. The initial shot was blocked by Sedberry. What's going on here? I missed that.
Missed that one myself.
I don't know what happened. I was looking at my script. Looks like Caven Taylor is trying to check in soon. Yeah, I thought initially they had said that he was shooting 2, but he made the bucket. So he should be shooting 1.
Everybody's going to a bench.
Block. Shot.
Maybe to calm things down. Or is it for the officials to figure out just exactly what happened?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. There are going to be a couple of substitutions coming in. Okay, Taylor's going to come in for the shooter, Schonberg. They're waiting for that. Number 10 is checked in, Williams. He's going to replace Gladney. I'm not quite sure.
I think after he handed the ball to the shooter, I think maybe number 3 might have walked into the inside the arc.
Could have been. We'll just move on and forget about that. All right, let's get back to the actions. 80-59, 4:48 left to go. Gold Dome Classic. Jeff Porsche, David Swacker with you. Let's do a full reset. Shot. Short. Rebound. Keller. And Blanc. Oh. Tried to get it to Keller. He wasn't there. And now the layup by Evans is good. 80-61. And now there's Schonberg. Chase Schonberg lays it in. Back to 21. And there's a little foul as Williams tries to push it in. No good. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be a late night for the late game. I think I might be in bed. First shot, no good. Things have slowed down considerably in this fourth quarter. 82-62. Million across. They're going all the way in and lays it in off the glass. 22-point lead. Evans kicks it out. 3. No good. Air ball. Long by Wright. And now here comes a shot and blocked from behind. And the foul. Caven Taylor will go to the line and shoot 2. So you see right there, maybe a little contact with the body. Williams will commit the foul. We have a timeout. And so we'll keep it here, 84-62 with 3:38 left to go. We can talk about the next couple of nights here at the Gold Dome Classic because they've been so hospitable to us, and Coach Uzi's done a great job organizing this tournament, keeping it going. Tomorrow,
what you're saying is you've taken all advantage of the hospitality area.
Yeah, the chicken stew was great tonight. I'm going to be honest. Almost as good as the red beans the night before. Tomorrow night, 4:30, Prairieville versus Parkway. 5:45, Denham Springs versus Ponchatoula. At 7 o'clock, EA versus U-High. And then the nightcap at 8:15, HL Bourgeois against Sanoma. And then on Saturday at 11, you got U-High versus Parkway. 12:30, EA versus Parkview. 2 o'clock, Prairieville versus HL Bourgeois. 3:30, Dutchtown versus Walker. And at 5 o'clock, Sanoma will close out this tournament as they take on Ponchatoula. So we still got 10 more games in this tournament, Coach. We're not even at the halfway point. Not even close. This is game 6.
I'm going to tell you what, there's some running going on in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just run and gun. There's a rhyme or reason that what's happening on both ends of the floor. You got to break press. You got to fast break. A lot's happening.
Free throws, no good. Rebound, it goes to Sedberry. Spin move, whistle. I think they're going to call that against Sedberry. 3:28 left to go. And we're going to have a sub. Carmack comes in. So, Coach on the Parkway side did not like that call, Eric Shepard. He's a good coach. He spent a lot of time at Evangel. And when you got a team with a lot of returning starters but a new coach, it kind of takes a little while for that to, get everybody get on the same page, and that's kind of what we're seeing.
Jeff, you got to understand also, they're not a 5A enrollment school, but they're playing 5A sports.
Okay. I was not aware of that.
They're in a 5A league in football or Division I, whatever you want to call it.
They do play in that 1-5A for sure, as it's laid in by LeBlanc. And they're competitive. They made the quarterfinals in football. They're competitive in all their sports. Shot by Evans is no good. Rebound goes to Keller.
See how you can get a rebound and not do an outlet pass and be down the floor in just a matter of a few seconds.
Now Million stops Taylor. I think they're just taking their time right now. They have the win in their back pocket. Maybe try a little bit of perimeter offense right here as Million goes to the line. They get a new guy coming in for Santa Maria. This is going to be MJ Dunn checking in. Also Jordan Hickerson. That's a name that you know, Coach.
Just a junior.
Yep. And there's another guy. The running back.
One of my favorite guys on the team.
Yep. I know you are very happy when he did well on the ground. But that's a new guy they're going to kind of phase in. Like I said, lots of football players.
I mean, he's a heck of an athlete, so no telling where he might end up.
Oh, Dunn. Looked like he had a little clean strip right there, but a little
Dunn
contact.
is 6 foot tall, too.
Yeah.
Jamaica, one of my favorites, right there, back in the old Galvez days.
I was about to say these got to be some of your final Galvez kids, huh?
Just between him and Cooper Babin, Elazar, a number of them handling the ball, and they make you look like you're an outstanding coach.
Yep. They won in spite of you, right? I would disagree with that statement.
Very much so.
I would disagree with that statement.
A lot of fun.
So here's Dunn. Hickerson. Dunn gets it.
Hey, you see the bench right there? Probably a favorite on the team.
Yep. Now you're going to get another guy in, number 50.
You're going to be able to get that? I'll let you introduce that one.
I don't have him. Let's see.
Number 50's in there.
Number 50. And he's going 50 it all over the place.
I mean, good-looking kid.
Yep. This is Hickerson. Dunn. Will he get 5 points? No, he does not. Black possession.
Right at a minute left.
Yep. And Santa Maria is going to improve their record on the season. They're going to move to 3-1. One 1-0 in the Gold Dome. They did not play last night. The winners last night were Walker over Prairieville Dutchtown over Ponchatoula, and HL Bourgeois over East Ascension. Winners so far today, you got this one right here. That's going to be won by Sanamaw. You had Parkview Baptist over Dutchtown, and you had Walker over Ponchatoula. And tonight, the big one, the feature game, U-High versus Denham Springs.
Well, Hickerson taking the ball out, getting a few little cheers from his teammates.
Trying to find somebody, he gets it. He got it over to Rapp. Hickerson back to Rapp. And they may shoot, who knows? They may get one of these new guys in with a shot right here. Dunn. Now over to Elisar, and they're just going to let it go. They're going to run it out, and that's going to be our game for tonight. Big win for the Sanamaw Gators in their 45th annual John Hot Rod Williams Gold Dome Classic. They beat Parkway by a score of 90-64. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. I want to thank you for joining us for the Gold Dome Classic. Still got a couple of days if you want to come check it out. I want to thank Lyle back in the studio. I want to thank Andre and Nolan and Priya and Zane and Jake and everybody for their help tonight. He's Swack. I'm Jeff Porsche. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching the Rev Game of the Week.